Hello, I'm Katherine Pearson, and this is my video response to L2 Strand 1 assignment, Assessing Concepts of Print and Alphabet Knowledge. I did the Concepts of Print assessment and Alphabet assessment with two different 5-year-old children. They attend Chandler School in Pasadena, California. That's my current workplace. And I did the assessment during our after-school homework club. We did some homework, and then after I did these assessments with them. And I'm glad I did the assessment with two different children because the first child did very well on her alphabet assessment, and I wanted to work with a different child for the concepts of print because I knew he had a little bit of lower skills. The language and literacy subdomain that aligns with the assessing concepts of print and alphabet assessment is the print and alphabet knowledge. Assessing concepts of print goes along with goal P2, which is that a child demonstrates an understanding of how print is used and the rules that govern how print works. The indicators for a child at 5 years of age are they understand that print is organized differently for different purposes, such as a note list or a storybook. They understand that written words are made up of a group of individual letters, and they begin to point out single syllable words while reading memorized texts. They identify parts of books and features such as the front, back, and title and author. The concepts of print assessment goes along with the print and alphabet knowledge goal P Lit 3, which is that a child identifies letters of the alphabet and produces correct sounds associated with the letters. The indicator for a child at 5 years old is that they can name 18 uppercase letters and 15 lowercase letters, and they know the sounds associated with several letters. These assessments went very well for me. I spent about 6 years working with 4 and 5-year-old students in a kindergarten classroom and also a pre-kindergarten classroom as well. And my role as the assistant teacher allowed me to do many, many literacy assessments over the years. They were very similar to this one, so it was fairly easy for me to administer. It was one of my roles in the beginning of the year was to do these assessments with each child to let the lead teacher I worked with know where the student was at so we could do literacy groups accurately. I don't work with this age group during the school day anymore. I work with third graders now. So I really loved being able to go back to kindergarten and pre-kindergarten and work with them again because this is such a great age group. I really love doing assessments like this because it allows me to focus my attention on one student and it allows for just a more personalized pace. The assessments went very well for both children. I'm very confident in my skills giving these types of assessments, so I felt that Kingston and Katya enjoyed their time doing these assessments just as much as I did. I phrased it to them that I wanted them to, show me how much they've learned so far this school year, and they're very excited to just show me how much they've learned. So the first assessment, the alphabet knowledge assessment, I did with Katya. I'll attach a better photo of this at the end. She did very well. This is her alphabet. She did a great job. She was able to do all the letters of the alphabet. Some were lowercase letters. One of the first things she said when I asked her to do that we were going to be writing some letters together was that she knows all of the uppercase letters, but not the lowercase letters. And it was funny because she wrote her name pretty well with lowercase letters. So on her assessment sheet, she did do a very good job. I gave her a 50 out of 50. She did do a self-correct for J. She did say G, but it was an immediate self-correct. And then the same for D, backwards. B, she said D, and then it was an immediate self-correct. I gave her 50. I maybe should have given her a 48 out of 50. But she was very solid with recognizing those letters. And then for her written response, I did give her a 26 out of 26. She did write all her letters very well. There were some that did end up lowercase, so the I, the M, N, Q, and Y were all lowercase and the rest were uppercase, but she was able to identify and write all the letters. So this is how I scored her. I also taught this child's older sister, so who's now in second grade. So that was very fun to sit with her. The second assessment, Concepts of Print, I sat with a child named Kingston, and we read a book. I read a book called Turkey Day. He did very well. I'll attach a better photo of this at the end. He got an 11 out of 13. He was able to identify the front of the book and the back of the book. However, where the story begins, he did point to the little teeny tiny copyright print that was on the very, very first page and indicated that that's where I should start reading. So I did not give him a point for that, but everything else, he could show me pictures, words. Once we got to the first page, he knew where I should start reading. He was able to show me with his finger. He knew to turn the page. He had no issues with that. He could show me a letter, a word, the first letter of a word, and the last letter. And then the only other thing I did not mark him for was punctuation. He was not sure what the period was at the end, so his final score was 11 out of 13. Overall, they both did great. I very much enjoy working with kids that are 4 or 5 years old, and yeah, every day with them is such a joy. So yeah, I really did enjoy this assignment, and I am looking forward to what's to come next week. Thank you.